Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. First of all, I will introduce myself. My name is Arinda Delia Palupi. In this video, I will review one of the books that I read and analyzed in this fifth semester. In the course Women's Literature of the Ummah. The book that I will review this time is a book by Moh Jacob entitled Hagar Poems. In my opinion, this is not actually a novel, but more like a collection of poems, where the story setting uses the characters of Hajar. In the collections of poems, many use metaphors and figurative language that explain how the storyline is built in this book. Okay, like the previous video, in this video I will present several arguments from quotes that I took from this book. The first quote I took from a verse of poem in this book entitled At the Snow Cap. Wind blow in the four directions of pain, grief, anger, harm, hate. Here, in my opinion, wind and blow are two words that can be a metaphor for the four feelings that Hajar is feeling, namely feelings of sadness, anger, hatred, and hurt that she feels. With Hajar's position at the time, being expelled by Abraham's wife, and having to become the mother of Ismail, after Sarah, Abraham's wife, could not give birth to a child. In my opinion, the author of this poem uses a metaphor that I think can be understood implicitly. How all four feelings felt by Hajar are like the wind that passes by, which comes suddenly, which follows wherever we go, and maybe from the four feelings there must be an attitude of indifference, considering it like the wind that passes by. So next for the second quote, I took it from one of the verses of the poem entitled Hajar Sandals. Hajar wedges her shoulder between ledge of sky and slat of earth to save from a crushing fate herself and her son. In this verse, I think it tells how Hajar must continue to try and survive in this situation that Hajar is experiencing at the time. Maybe I will explain some sentences that I think can strengthen my argument. First, the author uses sky to indicate a hope or something that is very, very far to reach, while the use of the earth to indicate something that is harsh reality. Harsh here means that the situation is also very difficult to accept. Then wedges her shoulders, which I think here Hajar inserts her shoulder between the two things, sky and earth, or a hope that is difficult to reach and a difficult situation of the face. Okay, so for the third quote, I took one of the verse from the poem entitled The Fire of Hajar 2. Now this lava desert is her path, her trial. In this verse, I think it explains how the journey that Hajar went through was not easy. The author uses a lava desert to describe how full of challenge in Hajar's life. Lava symbolizes hot, hard, and unfriendly. But it also allows lava is some like something when go out from a volcano, so that it symbolizes a regeneration, so that it is this verse as a whole. It brings the story of the suffering of Hajar, who suffered so much, but there is a possibility that Hajar will find a new journey. So for the fourth quote, I took from the verse in poem Postcards from Hajar. a correspondence in 4 parts. Abraham, if you drop it sometime, women will have an increase like into the starry sky and multiplied. In this verse, in my opinion, it doesn't look like a poem but a letter or postcard from Hajar to Abraham, with many forms of emotions poured out in the letter. In this verse, Hajar uses satire to Abraham, reminding that even though that relationship between the two has been severed, the life of Hajar and Ismail, her son, continue to develop according to the promise that God has given. Then, the sentence, like into the starry sky and multiplied, refers to God's promise to Abraham according to the Abrahamic tradition, that his descendants will be as many as the stars in the sky. Here Hajar also claims that promise also applies to her. Okay, so for the last quotes, I took from one of the verse in the poem entitled "The Red Fish." When will the great fish surface? Tell her, I am here at the fork in the waters, ready to grasp the fin and swim into the turquoise life. In this verse, Kaf used a fish to symbolize a woman in the water, to symbolize Hajar, and fish is in the water, and in the sentence great fish, it indicates a fish that can fight the current in the water well. And in my opinion, if this is associated with the story of Hajar, this fish is like a Hajar, and this water is like everything or even experienced by Hajar are so strong and big like the current of the water. Then, fork in the waters. Here Kaf describes the story of Hajar, who is at a branching intersection and ready to grasp the fin and swim, like Hajar to a swimming fish that is ready to go to something new and beautiful as she like to turquoise life, which is associated with a color that can provide peace, healing, and transformation that Hajar will experience. So, maybe those are some quotes that I think are interesting to analyze by looking the first in the poem that can create a narrative story, and I think this book is unique and can attract readers, especially those interested in the world of poetry, because the way Kaf forms her narrative story is different from other novelists. Novelists or author, readers are made to think and guess what her writing and poetry mean. I can give a rating for this book 8 of 10 because of the uniqueness of the way of conveying the narrative story, but also for some readers it might not like it because they think there is a lot of figurative language that might give different representation for each readers. So maybe this video about the review of the book Hajar Poems is finished. Maybe you can explore more in the contents of this book, and thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.